Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today it's all about vanilla perfumes on my Fragrance Friday this week. So if you are interested, definitely stick around. But before we get started, I'm going to tell you what it is on my nails. It's one of my favorite colors. It's very muted. I wanted to, after some darker colors I've been wearing lately, I went to my wedding nail polish color from Essie, and that is in the nail polish color 144 Inside Scoop. This is just a nice beautiful gel-like light pink, and it is one of my absolute favorite nail polishes. As you guys could probably see, I have almost gone through half of this. And you guys, what is on my lips? I have a combination as per usual. So on the base of my lips, I have from Charlotte Tilbury the Pillow Talk, the classic Pillow Talk lipstick here. So that is what I have all over my lips, but of course I couldn't just have one thing on my lips this day. Of course not, never. Gloss is a must. This is again still from the Maybelline Lifter Gloss family in 004 Silk. So I have topped this lip gloss on top of this lipstick and I love it very much. Okay, you guys, just as I said at the beginning of this video, it is all about my top vanilla perfumes. Now I have even more than I'm about to show you. I think I have about 19. I have more, but these are my top favorites. The other ones just don't last very long, or they're very muted, and I bought them maybe for nostalgia reasons, like Vanilla Fields. Not the same, not the way I remember it, but I did buy it for nostalgia. It is in my collection, but that is not my favorite. First up, we're going to talk about Byredo, and this is my one and only fragrance from this house, and this is in 7 Veils. Thank you to my friend Kara, who was able to hook me up with being able to purchase this. I was so happy. This is beautiful, you guys. I got this at a very good price. It came over from Europe. I haven't seen too many people review this one, but it's just a beautiful, gorgeous vanilla. I'm going to read to you guys what Fragrantica does describe the main accords and the scent notes were at the top, the mid, and the bottom. The main accords are powdery, soft, spicy, vanilla, of course, floral, woody, sweet, musk, fresh, and rose. And I definitely get a good dose of vanilla. This is just so gorgeous. It is slightly powdery, but enough that I can handle, because you guys know I'm not really into the powdery scents because it almost dries at the back of my throat. But this is so beautiful. This is a very grown, like, you know, not grown, but I'm saying like you want it to go out for a nice lunch with some of your girlfriends. I think this is beautiful. This is a gorgeous fragrance, you guys. I'm just gonna read for you guys the notes that Fragrantica has for 7 Veils. It just reads vanilla, carrot, pink pepper, sandalwood, orchid, wisteria, and rose. I've never had anything with carrot in it, at least I don't think I have. And anyway, this is just fantastic. I love it. It's such a great, I'd say, daytime scent. I probably would wear this to go lunching, that kind of thing. Go with your girlfriends. It's very, very soft. It's very feminine, but just so yummy. And that vanilla is just a nice light vanilla. So that is Byredo's 7 Veils. Next up, we have an item here that's not super expensive, but we have from Philosophy in Fresh Cream, this beautiful fragrance. As you can see, I have used a good chunk of it. Doesn't last a really long time, and that's why I end up spraying and respraying, but I do love it. It smells delicious. I'm going to talk to you guys about the main accords that Fragrantica has here on their site. They just said it's lactonic, it's sweet, it's vanilla, and it's powdery. I get no powdery. It is truly like a beautiful whipped cream, like fresh whipped cream with just a drop of vanilla added to that to give it that extra sweetness. Because when I worked at Starbucks way back in the day, we actually put some of that vanilla syrup that you ask for in your lattes into the whipped cream, and so when you sprayed it, it had just that little bit of sweetness, and that's what I get from this. Again, it doesn't last particularly long, but it's a beautiful fragrance nonetheless. So I'm here just pulling up here. Basically, the notes read whipped cream, milk, powdery notes, sweet notes, and floral notes. Very basic. It's literally a vanilla whipped cream, and I absolutely love this one. It's very comforting. I am a person who loves vanilla, clearly, and I find when I want to be comforted, I reach for my vanilla fragrances, and as you can see, I have reached for this one quite a bit. So again, that is from Philosophy in Fresh Cream. So up next is a fan favorite. It is expensive, and it's probably actually surprisingly lowest if I were to rate these, which I'm not. This would be actually near the bottom of my top ranked vanillas, and I still love vanilla, but I don't get what everybody else gets for the price that you pay for this. But with that being said, that is Guerlain Spiritus du Vanille. This is the old packaging. I know they're just reformulated. I did pick this up. I think it was Saks Fifth Avenue in the US. It is really, really nice, but it's not a vanilla that I feel lasts very long or is very strong. And I wanted it to be more boozy. Like I heard everyone talk about it being so boozy, and I'm not getting that at all. So although this is a fan favorite, it is loved by so many people. It's actually probably one of the lowest rated vanillas that I have in my collection, but I will still go through and I'll tell you guys what the main accords and the scent note profile on this one are. So the main accords, according to Fragrantica, on this one are vanilla, of course, amber, love amber too, warm, spicy, balsamic, woody, sweet, powdery, smoky, and soft, spicy. I don't get soft spicy at all. I do get a powdery vanilla, but again, it's not a super strong one. You can see I haven't really used a lot. It didn't come fully, like completely filled, so it looks maybe like I've used a lot of it. I really actually have not. It kind of came partially gone. I don't know. That's probably just the way expensive perfumes are. I don't know. Probably the most expensive perfume I have in my collection. With shipping and everything else entailed with that, I would say yes. And kind of a bit of a letdown, but I'm going to read to you guys the top, the mid, and the base notes Fragrantica give for this one as well. Top notes are incense and pink sugar with bergamot. Mid notes are cedar, ylang ylang, Bulgarian rose, and jasmine with the base notes of vanilla and benzoin. I just don't get the hype of this one. I know it's a fan favorite. If it's one of your favorites, please, fragrance. It is personal. It is up to the discretion of the person smelling it. So, that's just my opinion. I know I'm very much in the minority in that one as well. So again, that's Guerlain's Spiritus du Vanille, probably the most expensive perfume I have in my collection. Not my favorite vanilla, but it's still a decent vanilla. So because I kind of a little bit poo-poo the last one, I'm going to bring in one. It is a showstopper. It is amazing. I love this, and it's one of the newest items to my collection, and that is none other than MFK's Gentle Fluidity Gold. I absolutely love this one. I fell in love with it because I received a sample from my friend Emmy. I'll put her channel down below. She's fabulous. If it wasn't for her, I would never know how much I love this or what I would spend to get even the small 30 ml, because this is just the small one. There's a bigger one. Trust me, it's not cheap. It is an MFK fragrance. So Gentle Fluidity is one of my favorite sophisticated vanillas for the daytime. This again would be something I would wear in the day. I'm gonna spray it right now because it just, Oh, it's so beautiful. But this is a beautiful scent. So I'm going to read to you guys the main accords that Fragrantica has for this. It says vanilla, powdery, amber, woody, fresh spicy, aromatic, musky, and then it has soft spicy, sweet, and animalic. I get the vanilla. I don't get powdery. I get the vanilla. I get the amber. A little bit of the woodiness to it. I absolutely love this one, and I do. I'm going to try to remember to link the video that I did with my friend Kara when we went shopping. Go fast forward to about 15 minutes into the video. You will see us actually shopping in the store, which I just picked this up at Be Gorgeous Beauty here in Halifax. So they don't have top, mid, or base, but rather they just list off a whole bunch of scent notes. So it's vanilla, amber, musk, woodsy notes, juniper berries, nutmeg, and coriander. Nutmeg, coriander, juniper berries, amber, vanilla, all of that stuff I love. I'm not a big musk fan, but I don't feel that the musk is super powerful in this one. So it really does let vanilla shine, and that amber and just the goodness of all things decadent and sweet and girly. Definitely a daytime fragrance, like I mentioned earlier. Something I would definitely wear during the daytime. Probably one of my top vanilla fragrances if I were to rate them. So really, really love this one. Okay, so now we go from high to low again. So this one is one of my favorite Viva La Juicy fragrances, and I know it's a lot of people's favorites on YouTube, those who I watch. Basically, if you love gourmand scents, this is probably the best gourmand in this whole house that I can honestly say that I've tried, and that I would recommend to anybody else who absolutely loves gourmand fragrances, and that is from Juicy Couture in Gold Couture. This is beautiful, sexy, girly, playful, excellent. And you can definitely find these for a decent price as well. So I'm going to read to you guys the main accords for Juicy Couture. It states that it's caramel, vanilla, fruity, sweet, white floral, woody, powdery, amber, and balsamic. So there's still the DNA of the Juicy Couture lineup in this fragrance. What a beautiful vanilla based fragrance. I definitely get the vanilla from this one. The caramel, the richness, the gourmand. I do like wearing this in the evening. I like wearing it to bed. I like wearing it just hanging around the house, not going very far. It doesn't have the best lasting power for me because my body eats up fragrance like lickety split. I think I only get about 5 hours maximum from this. I'm going to read to you guys the top, the mid, and the base notes for this lovely fragrance. Top notes are just wild berries, and mid notes are honeysuckle, jasmine, sambac. And I'd say the top and the mid are your base Viva La Juicy fragrances, but then what makes this one extra special with the vanilla is caramel, vanilla, amber, and sandalwood. This is so good, you guys, and most reviewers I've watched and follow and still watch and follow, they love this particular fragrance very much, and they are kind of the reason why I bought it, and I'm so glad I did. So this is Juicy Couture's Gold Couture, and highly recommend that one for a good vanilla. Okay, so now we go on to a little bit higher priced item and one of my newer items to my collection, but I love this one. It's very similar to something else I have also from the same person, Cecile Zarokian. But anyway, one of my favorites, absolutely love it. So happy I got it. Love that it finally got cold here throughout the winter so I can wear it, because this is definitely a winter fragrance. And this is from the house of Amouage in the scent Material. So as I mentioned just a moment ago, Cecile Zarokian is my #1 perfumer, nose in perfume. She makes so many great ones. This is definitely one of them. One of the most expensive perfumes again in my collection, but it was so worth it. Unlike the Spiritus Dublin, which I had high expectations for, but unfortunately just didn't get what I wanted from it. This one talks to me, the spices. So we're going to talk about the main accords here in Material from Amouage. Amber, vanilla, balsamic, woody, warm, spicy, aromatic, and sweet, with patchouli and smoky. And really, I just get I get the amber, vanilla, balsamic, woody, and warm, spicy. Anything after that, no. This is just, if I spray this and my whole living room is going to smell like this. This is a beast. This fragrance is amazing. Like, this is a niche fragrance. You get what you pay for. It's kind of like clothing. I feel like sometimes, like, I'm a classic piece kind of gal. I will of course throw in some of the lesser expensive items. I love winners, but for pieces that I know will carry me on in the future, I will spend the money on. This is absolutely a stunner. Look at that. I love it. It's got a little jewel here. The top notes are patchouli and elemi, with the mid notes being Madagascar vanilla and benzoin. And I love Madagascar vanilla. Madagascar and Tahitian vanilla are some of my favorite vanillas. But the base notes are tonka bean, incense, gaiac wood, labdamen, agar wood or oud, and osmanthus. And this is just beautiful. Now, oud is in everything Amouage pretty much does. This is gorgeous, you guys, and I love the cold winter nights to wear this. It's definitely, you're gonna wear this same sweater. If you're not washing it right away, you're gonna smell this on your clothing for quite some time. 100% recommend Amouage Material. If that is like a spicy vanilla yumminess that you have been craving, this is the one. Okay, you guys, so next up is another niche house, and I love it. It took me a little while to really appreciate. I think I needed a little bit of colder weather to really get what I wanted out of this fragrance. The fragrance is from the house of Jovan, and it's none other than Remember Me, again by Cecile Zarokian, another one of my favorites. You'll see a theme here. She does great vanilla fragrances, let me just tell you that much. Now, Remember Me is supposed to be like a chai tea latte. Now, when I first received this, the weather was still warm. I felt like it was more like a non-lactonic tea. But as the weather got colder and I wore it in the cooler weather, I could smell the lactonic, the beautiful latte type scent to this. It has amazing scent profile. If you like a chai tea like me, you like all those beautiful cloves and cardamom and everything else, it's just amazing. You will love this. Hard to find and very expensive. So it's definitely I bought it blindly, but I was pretty sure I was going to love this just based on a lot of people I trust here on YouTube. But I'm just going to read to you guys the main accords that Fragrantica has for this, and they are warm and spicy and lactonic. Then we have vanilla, citrus, aromatic, green, woody, floral, fresh, and tropical. Don't necessarily get tropical. I don't necessarily get the floral or fresh. I do, however, understand the greenness, and it's not the greenness how some people may describe green as like grass or petals. I get like a green tea, like a tea leaf greeniness, even though chai tea is a black tea. I definitely feel like there's a greenness about it, which I could still carry this through to spring. And I said that before in another review I've done where I mentioned, I'm like, this, it makes me happy because I feel like I can wear it through the spring, not just the late fall, winter, but I can wear this through the spring. Probably not one I'll reach for in the summer. It's a heavy hitter. It also lasts a very long time. She's a spicy, she's a beautiful little gem. It is a unisex fragrance as well, as actually any fragrance can be. It's, well, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. And if I'm poo-pooing any of your fragrances in the future, in the past, please don't take it personally. It's just me stating my opinion. So the top, the mid, and the base notes for Jovois Remember Me are, top are cardamom, lemon, and bergamot. Mid notes are tea, ginger, and frangipani. And base notes are milk, vanilla, woody notes, and cedar. I don't get the cedar, but I totally understand what they're saying with the tea. And even in the picture on Fragrantica, it has little green tea leaves. Like, it just, to me, smells almost like a green tea, even though chai tea isn't necessarily, it is black tea. And it's just a whole bunch of yumminess, basically. I love this, and I love it for the day and the evening. I feel like if you're pre-evening, if you're the late afternoon into the evening, I think pre-evening would be a very good time to wear this as well. 100% recommend if you love a chai tea. So next up is one of my absolute favorite vanillas in this lineup. And I've had it for quite some time. Very difficult to find because this particular fragrance keeps going in and out of stock, in and out of stock. And so I'm like, okay, people, you know we love it. Make lots of it. It's great on its own, but it is fabulous layered. This next fragrance I'm about to show you is much less expensive than a lot of the ones I've showed you so far. And it has a boozy quality to it, which I wish Spiritus Dublin had for me. And that is from Caffeine in Vanilla 28. And this juice is beautiful. When I see juice like this, I'm like, she's rich, she's dark, she's sexy. Yeah, she is. This is one of my favorite vanilla fragrances. I layer this with so many things. If I just want a little pizzazz, or I'll wear this on its own. I'm gonna spray it in the air right now. And let me just say that atomizer is the best. Oh man, that's so good. This is decadence, sweet, caramelly, sugary, buttery vanilla. Seriously, guys, probably one of the best vanillas I have in my collection at the moment. So I'm going to actually read to you guys what Fragrantica has for the main accords. They say it's sweet, amber, vanilla, floral, powdery, woody, musky, and warm spicy. Warm spicy, yes. I get vanilla, amber, and sweet. I don't get floral. I don't know where that comes from. If you layer it with something floral, I'm sure that that would be perfect. This is gorgeous. You guys can see I have a lot of perfume in my collection. To say that I have a good dent is saying something. I have mentioned this before. We had one of my first hurricanes here, and I was all by myself with my cat at the time. Nelson was gone away for work. And I was like, okay, something comforting. The wind was just howling, so I needed something to make me feel better, like a warm blanket, warm embrace. And that is exactly how I would describe Caffeine's Vanilla 28. So the top, the mid, and the base notes for this one read, top notes are vanilla orchid and jasmine. Mid notes are brown sugar and tonka bean. And base notes are amber, musk, amberwood, and patchouli. I just get the buttery, sugary, lovely caramel vanilla. Decadence is what this is, you guys. 100% recommend this if you're a vanilla lover or gourmand lover. This is blind buy worthy in my opinion. I would put my stamp of approval, whether that means anything to you or not, to just pick this up. It does very well to layer. So that is Caffeine's Vanilla 28. So the next fragrance we're going to talk about has a special place at my heart. You guys know, if you've been part of my channel for any length of time, this is my top fragrance of all time that I have tried. A lot of them I have here are very close. but this is my top favorite of all time. Again, it was created by Cecile Zarokian, and that is from the house of Nishant in the scent Ani. And she's so good. I'm so happy I got it. Like, I'm sparingly, you don't need very much. That's another thing. She's strong. It is a unisex fragrance. I just bought the 50 ml because I, was blind buying off fragrancebuy.ca. That's a great place to find this house, by the way. Anyway, Nishant is absolutely gorgeous. I have talked about it so much, so I'll just quickly read to you guys the main accords and then the top, mid, and base notes, and then I'll pass this along because I know you guys are sick of me talking about this. But the main accords are warm, spicy, and vanilla, woody, citrus, powdery, amber, aromatic, soft, spicy, balsamic, and fruity. This is the best. Ginger, cardamom, vanilla. Oh, it smells so good. This on a man smells amazing. On a woman who's strong and powerful and loves those gourmands, absolutely amazing. The power of that ginger right off the bat is so amazing, and it opens up your senses. And then as it just progressively sinks into your clothes, to your skin, it turns into the most beautiful vanilla, warm, big hug, sexy man, beautiful woman. It's just such a beautiful, comforting fragrance that I love. And again, it would be sex and can still smell in the air. This is a beast, like I said before. She is strong, but it is seriously such a great unisex fragrance. I would find a man wearing this very sexy myself. I think that's just kind of my scent profile. But we'll just talk about the top, the mid, and the base notes real quick. Top notes are ginger, bergamot, pink pepper, and green notes. Mid notes are cardamom, black currant, and Turkish rose, with base notes of vanilla, benzoin, sandalwood, cedar, patchouli, musk, and ambergris. Again, that blast of ginger just opens up your senses, and then it just sort of settles into the most amazing vanilla with that cardamom. I love cardamom in my fragrances, especially this time of year in the colder months. So again, I'm going to put this away, stop talking about it. Nishant's Ani, you guys know this is one of my absolute favorites. Actually, it is my favorite fragrance. Okay, up next, a very good price fragrance for men or women. Targeted to men, but really it's for both of us. I bought this at fragrancebuy.ca for under $60. Love it. Again, thank you to Emmy. She's the one who gave me a sample of this, and I was like, oh my God, I love it. And I got put on my notification list when it became available in stock. And that is Mercedes-Benz Club Black. And oh my gosh, weird bottle, but I love this one. I almost feel like a little smoky, a little tobacco-y, and a little bit of vanilla sugary. It's definitely got a sex appeal to it. I can see why that they chose this fragrance. It's absolutely stunning. So I'm going to read to you guys. The main accords are amber, vanilla, balsamic, warm, spicy, woody, smoky, and powdery. I get a really sweet tobacco leaf with this one. Strong vanilla and balsamic is just like, I love this one, you guys. Like, oh, if you can find this on fragrancebuy.ca, and if it's not there, put your name down on the notification list. Worth the $60. It's definitely something I'd wear during the pre-evening into the evening. Great on a guy as well. I think it's beautiful. So the top notes are bergamot. The mid notes are incense and jasmine, with base notes of vanilla, benzoin, ambroxan, and woody notes. So yes, 100% recommend. Again, get yourself on a notification list to see when this is back in stock. Next up, a little more expensive again, and from, again, my favorite nose of fragrance, and that's Cecile Zarokian. And this one is from a totally different house. I don't own anything else but this fragrance from this house. From Théo Cabinel, we have Café Cabinel. This is so good, you guys. This reminds me of plum pudding and hard sauce, of which I did have on Christmas evening with my family this year. Finally got to see my family after many years of being apart, like we all have. This is spectacular. I'm gonna spray it right now because I want to feel like I'm eating dessert. Oh my gosh. If you like a little cinnamon, a little bit of dates, a little bit of raisins, a lot of vanilla, like whipped cream, buttery yumminess, this is for you. If you want to smell like you can be food, this would be your thing here. Very comforting, very beautiful, nighttime worthy. I'm going to read to you guys what the main accords are, and they are warm, spicy, vanilla, and lactonic with cinnamon, coffee, sweet, powdery, caramel, and amber. I don't get a lot of coffee. I do get the caramel. I do get the lactonic note. There's definitely like a whipping cream or a buttery sense to it. A little bit of those dates and raisins, like like a fruit cake, a dark fruit cake with a little bit of alcohol into it. Then you've got like the hard sauce that goes on top, which is like whipping cream and like really yummy brown sugar and just like vanilla and yumminess. So I'm going to read to you guys what the top, the mid, and the base notes are for this one as well. So the top notes are cinnamon and coffee with mandarin. Don't really get the mandarin. Mid notes are milk, butter, heliotrope, and rose, and base notes are caramel, tonka bean, vanilla, sandalwood, and musk. So I really, really love this one. And again, I have Emmy to thank. She gave me a sample of this and I was hooked. I almost was like in tears the day I tried it on camera for you guys, and it just brought back so many amazing memories. So this is from the house of Théo Cabinel in Café Cabinel. I have 2 more of these and another one I want to get from Sephora that's on their website right now, but these are all from Couture de Pacifique. These are my top 3 favorites from this particular brand. If you want a gourmand and you love vanilla, this company is inexpensive and the lasting power is pretty good. Now you can find them on fragrancebuy.ca, but you can also find them at Sephora and things like that, but you can get a better deal on fragrancebuy.ca. So this is Vanilla Cafe, which is one of the newest ones to my collection. This is beautiful. Basically, you guys, they all kind of had like that Tahitian vanilla or vanilla-like substance. They've got some other notes to them, but it's truly vanilla with this one's coffee. It's a great balance. 100% would recommend, as well as the next 2. Vanilla apricot. Beautiful. This one's probably I would say almost the most popular one. I always see it's out of stock. Haven't worn it, but I'll be wearing this one more often in the summer. This is a beautiful one. And then followed by the last one I'm going to show you from this brand is Vanilla Cocoa. They have an extreme version, but this is absolutely beautiful. Again, it's just a beautiful tropical, I'm on vacation vanilla, sweet vanilla. Oh yeah. This one is like, this is what I would put in my bag tomorrow if I knew I was going to some amazing beach vacation. So all of these again are from Couture de Pacifique, heliotrope, vanilla, 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 and then apricot coffee, vanilla, vanilla. There's a little lactonic note in some of them, but definitely check them out. They are very much worth the hype. I don't feel like a lot of people talk about this brand, and again, fragrancebuy.ca is probably the best place to find them for a really good price. So you guys, this one here is really new to my collection. I received this from my friend Kara, who didn't enjoy this one as much as he was hoping. So it is a spray, and I love that. It's a spray, not a rollerball, but Juliet Has a Gun Vanilla Vibes. And this one here, the main accords are vanilla, salty, powdery, sweet amber, marine, warm, spicy, woody, balsamic, and musk. I haven't worn this a lot because it's definitely for summer. It is definitely a salty vanilla. Yeah, beachy, salty vanilla. Need a tank top or a bathing suit in your beach bag. That just brought me right back to summer. Just literally smelling this. Oh my gosh, vanilla vibes is summer vibes. So the top note here is salt, and the mid notes are vanilla absolute and orchid, with base notes of tonka bean, sandalwood, musk, and benzoin. Cannot wait to get a little bit more use out of this come summer, and I love that. I don't know how the longevity is quite yet, but I'm really, really enjoying this, at least when I'm spraying in the air. Love it. All right, so the next one I have, again, these last few are gonna be travel size sprays. This is from Maison Martin Margiela, and this is by The Fireplace. And I bought this at Sephora because I wanted to try the little one first. I do really love this one. When I do get through this, I will likely get myself a full size. The main notes for By The Fireplace are woody, vanilla, balsamic, warm, spicy, amber, powdery, nutty, and musky. And this, to me, just smells, if you're a Bath & Body Works fan, marshmallow, fireside with a little bit more fire in it. But it's gorgeous. There's definitely the marshmallow in there. So the top notes are cloves, pink pepper, and orange blossom, with mid notes of chestnut, guaiac wood, and juniper, with the base notes of vanilla, Peru balsam, and cashmere. So 100% will be purchasing a full size once I do get through this. Now, it's taking me a bit of time. she lasts a pretty good long time. Again, that is Replicas by the Fireplace. Next up, I have a fragrance that I only have just a little sample of, and that is, again, because thank you to my friend Nisha. She also has a channel. I will link her channel down below as well. This is from Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. Now, I did purchase this fragrance from Nisha, so she was decanting some Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford. It is wonderful, and I totally want a full-size bottle of this. This is definitely up my alley. 100% will be purchasing a full size. Definitely something I would wear in the evening, pre-evening, evening, and definitely something in the cold winter months. The main accords Fragrantica give are vanilla, sweet, tobacco, warm, spicy, fruity, cacao, woody, and powdery. It is just beautiful, you guys. Oh, there's even, I feel like there's a little honey in there, like there's sweetness to it, but this is absolutely stunning. It's a unisex fragrance like all Tom Fords are. This is an amazing scent. Again, like I said, I will be purchasing a full size of this when I get through this. The top notes are tobacco leaf and spicy notes. The mid notes are vanilla, cacao, tonka bean, tobacco blossom, with the base notes of dried fruits and woody notes. And I do get the dried fruits. Once it's all dried down, I definitely get dried fruits, like plums, like the deep dark fruits. Anyway, you guys, that is what I have here of Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. 100% would repurchase. I'm gonna buy the big Mama Jamma. Maybe not the big one, but I'm gonna buy a full size of this one when this is done. So this next one is from Atelier Cologne. This one's called Vanille Insensé. Again, this is a lovely travel spray. Love that. I've actually gifted this to my boss because she really loved this on me. And I think right now Sephora has, in Canada anyway, they're $28 instead of $40. So if you can find it or in store, definitely pick this up. Give it a try. But this is beautiful, you guys. This is a stepped up, heightened version of vanilla, a very sophisticated vanilla. The main accords are vanilla, woody, citrus, aromatic, and earthy, with powdery, sweet amber, soft, spicy, and mossy. This is a grown vanilla scent. I really love this one. It's got a bit of a powdery edge, but enough that I can tolerate it. There's definitely a musky scent, and the vanilla is just beautiful. The vanilla is what lasts on my skin the longest. So the top notes are lime, citron, and coriander, with mid notes of vetiver, oak moss, and jasmine, with base notes of vanilla, oak, and amber. So I think it's the oak and amber that I get towards the end as well with the vanilla. And it makes sense, they're all the base notes, but this is just a beautiful, heightened, sophisticated vanilla, and actually lasts a really long time. I don't normally get the most longevity out of Atelier Cologne's fragrances, especially their citrus ones, but I do love them. But this vanilla one definitely sticks around. So you guys, this again is from Atelier Cologne and Vanille Insensé, one of my favorites. All right, the very last one is very similar to my Kayali's Vanilla 28. I will say that they are definitely sisters in the scent profile and how they definitely read on my skin. So this is from the 7 Virtues in the scent Vanilla Woods. And this is a beautiful scent that has like a bit of pear in it, very sweet, decadent vanilla. This is a rollerball, not my favorite. So this is a beautiful fragrance, and it's very, very similar to Vanilla 28. It doesn't last on me as long as Vanilla 28, and there's a little bit more, like I say, there's a pear note in here that I definitely get from it. I love that. I need more pear in my life, more pear fragrances. If you guys have any recommendations of an amazing sweet pear, let me know. Maybe Couture de Pacifique needs to do a pear, or if they have, I don't even know, but I love pear. So anyway, I'm going to read to you guys what the main accords are. It's vanilla, caramel, sweet, amber, powdery, fruity, and balsamic. And I think the fruity part is the pear. This is just, it's beautiful. I love this fragrance. I just wish it was a spray form. But the top notes are pear, mid notes are rose, and base notes are vanilla, caramel, and amber. And I just really do enjoy this one. Now, I haven't picked up a full bottle because I've got to go through this first. I got to make myself use a roller ball. That's the only problem. Roller balls are hard because it just, that little extra effort that I have to take, I know I'm lazy, right? I might just put on my wrist. This is beautiful, but I definitely want that pear to last a little bit longer. feel the pear does go away quite quickly. But again, that's the 7 Virtues in Vanilla Woods. Again, one of my top favorite vanilla fragrances. All right, you guys, that is it. That was a lot. This was a really long video, so I appreciate anybody who's made it this far. Thumbs up to you. If you do like these types of video, definitely give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't down below. And I do all of these types of videos. I try to do a Fragrance Friday. I'm gonna try to do a Wax Wednesday, and anything can happen Mondays. So you guys, with that said, as always, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.